round 11 was Ghostface Buck 50 versus Gangstar The Remains.
Right. And I hadn't heard that song. I hadn't heard either one of those songs for real. I wasn't real familiar. I've heard those songs, of course, but I listened to Buck 50 again, and I was like, yeah, Buck 50 is that was
right.
One.
So let me say this one thing. When my first job was at Sam Goody.
Right.
This was like at the end of 99 going to 2000, and it's around the time where artists were still breaking their own records. Like they had to do in-store. I don't think like Rail, Felicia, y'all may not know what an in-store is. Are you familiar with an in-store is?
An in-store, like when artists would come in stores, like the
that's when they would go. That's when
it's like a book signing.
Oh yeah, they used to go to like shoe stores. I thought not Sam's.
They did it all.
Right, so that's the term is called an in-store. So that's when the artists would go and they would actually travel and promote their music. So right. Sam Goody was a power player as far as like record stores at the time that I worked there, and Ghostface was that because the Buck 50 is off the Supreme Clientele album,
right?
And right at that moment, Wu-Tang didn't really have a lot of projects coming out, so it was only that Supreme Clientele, but I can't remember the record label he was on. So they had to do a lot more in-store versus like actual promotion. Because back then, man, had Takao coming out, or Takao 2000, but he was on Def Jam. So he had a bigger label behind his music. So what ended up happening is they're telling, like I'm working and they say, hey, because I was the third key manager. That's the third level manager. The general manager, the assistant manager, and the third key manager. That was me. And he's like, hey, just giving you a heads up that I might be coming in because I might have landed Ghostface Killer. And I'm like, and at the time I'm like, Ghostface is not like, if you ask me who my favorite Wu-Tang members are, Ghostface wouldn't have came up. It'd have been Method Man, ODB, and the GZA. Those are my three favorites. Mm-hmm. But I respected Ghostface. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I hit the line like, yo, Ghostface supposed to be coming up here. I'm not sure when, but if you want to come hang out, you know what I'm saying, I can, you know what I'm saying, when I get my autograph or my picture, I got you. So you know how niggas do. This is my first in-store, by the way, so I didn't know how it was gonna play out. And listen, this is what y'all gotta understand. Listen, if you never you know how you know your local boy who raps and it's like his persona ain't really what he rap about because he's trying to get to that level.
Right.
That ain't the era that these dudes rapped in. Like, who Ghostface, who Hove, who all these dudes, like a lot of these dudes who, like, if they respected within each other, it's because they respect them outside of the lyrics. I promise you. Right. So here's the thing. When Ghostface actually comes, and Matt, that was the manager at the time, he didn't show up. So I was the running the show. And one thing he was like, listen, the only thing I need you to do is when you have an in-store, don't play no music but that music and play it back to back to back to back.
Right.
And I'm like, all right. And I had never listened to it. So it's like, I'm listening to see if I hear Method Man and that. And I just hear Ghostface. And boom, I happen to be playing it at the right time. The motherfucker walks in the store. and I didn't know it was him because I thought it was like people who heard that he was coming.
Right.
Mind you, there's so many dudes in Wu-Tang that I don't know all of them.
Right. And he didn't show his face. He didn't show his face a lot at that particular time.
Whoa, wait a minute though. I ain't done.
All right, okay.
It's like a crowd of dudes that come in.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how New Yorkers love their New York artists. They was dressed like New Yorkers. So I'm thinking these are fans getting ready to get like Ghostface autographs and shit, right? So what ends up happening is Ghostface is probably like the third or fourth dude I see. But the first two or three dudes, I didn't know who the hell they were. So I'm like, oh yeah, I got the new Ghostface, da-da-da-da. And luckily I'm a great salesman. I'm pushing it like it's the hottest shit, this fucking sliced bread. I don't see Ghostface yet. All I see is these dudes who look like they probably listen to Ghostface.
Right.
Right? And I got the shit bumping like I was supposed to.
Yeah.
Right? And I see these dudes and I see Capadonna. Right, so I see Capadonna, but I don't, like, when I see him, I'm like, it ain't register in my head, because I'm thinking these regular dudes, right? So I see him like, hold up, that look like Capadonna, I'm like, yo.
He Cap like 6'5", though?
I'm like, Matt, you told me Ghost was coming. Nigga, the whole Wu-Tang in this bitch. Right? Now, listen, I think the only two that wasn't there was Meth and Ghost. I mean, Meth and OD, because I think OD was probably either in rehab or locked up. One of the two. And Meth was busy working on a project or something. But either way, like, nigga, it felt like the whole store had Wu-Tang in it. Like, when they moved, it was like a cloud of niggas. They moved in lockstep, like they didn't fuck. What they need security for? We are security. I didn't know.
Yeah, that's how they moved back then. Yeah.
I know real niggas, and I know how real niggas do. Damn that Wu Saga on Hulu, which is a great show, by the way. Let me tell you, them niggas wouldn't have had a problem catching the charge if you jumped out of line with any of them. Because the rap shit is secondary to them. Their pride and their ego is everything. Being real is everything to them. And the thing about it is, they was cool as fuck.
I bet.
Cool, like, seriously. So I've only gotten 3 autographs in my entire life. 3.
Okay.
Ghostface, Chuck Brown, and I got the autographs of Jagged Edge.
I wish I got a Chuck Brown.
Jagged Edge is my favorite R&B group. One of my favorite R&B groups of all time. I was happy to get their autograph.
That's what's up.
Chuck Brown, I got it for my pops doing his Christmas album. I got that autograph for my pops. Oh, I got Brown Mitchell's autograph too. But anyways, I got Ghostface autograph, and I didn't get it for me. I got it for my man Jimmy, because Ghostface was his favorite rapper. And I felt weird a little bit, but I was like, I ain't give a fuck. Like, I don't want to get an autograph for another nigga, but that's my man's. He didn't make it, and can you sign this? And I was like, yeah, that I ain't say. I had to keep it a little bit of G, so I didn't say, hey, can you sign it out to? Like, I didn't lead him on to think he was signing for somebody else. So I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they called me Jimmy the whole time they was there. They called me Jimmy. And that's my man Jimmy. Right? So, hey, listen. I'm from the hood, and you know, if you're from the hood, there's levels to hood. There's like go to jail off nothing. There's catch a body when you wake up. There's I have hood sense. There's levels to this shit. Right. They a couple levels ahead of me, so I had to at least, you know what I'm saying? Listen. So listen. I ain't never listen. So listen. I know how to play this game. I used to have a bike. So when I got my bike, I was broke. I didn't have no money. My mom didn't have no bread. So I made my bread because I was a runner. I'm not going to sell drugs, but I know you sell drugs, so that means you got bread. Listen, you need to stay on the block. How about you? So let me go run and get your whatever y'all eat, so y'all ain't got to go. Y'all want some juices? Y'all want whatever y'all need? Y'all can stay right here, and I'll go running for you. So I was cool with being a runner. You can't lead unless you learn how to follow, baby. Mm-hmm. So at one point in the day, because they were there for like 3 hours. I'm like, yo, what y'all want? I'm going to go, don't worry. Y'all stay here, sign autographs, and get this love. Big Jimmy about to go to Hound Doggies for y'all. So if you know anything about Landover Mall, Hound Doggies was a spot. I'm like, listen, if y'all want some honey barbecue wings, it's this low-key joint. I can't remember the name of it now, but it's a low-key joint that sells some bomb-ass honey barbecue wings. I got it, so I went, ran and got shit for all these dudes. And they didn't eat nothing. I think like one dude who wasn't like Wu-Tang, but I ain't give a fuck. Like, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and run and do that so y'all can stay here because listen. So like, you may look at it like, oh, TU's are funky. No. I need these dudes happy because they signing autographs for my customers,
right?
And that's where I'm gonna get my money off of. So I'm gonna do that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go and run bang, 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 bang. Here you go. Boom. But anyways, I said it to say this. Ghostface is as real as they come.
Absolutely. He comes
as real as they come.
That's what's up.
And the people around him was happy to be there, happy to be getting some shine. Ghostface was strictly business. He was like, let me get in here, sign these autographs, spend this allocated time, and let me get the fuck up out of here. But it was a great fucking day.
Hey, that's what's up, yeah. I didn't know he was gonna get a Wu-Tang story. That's dope.
Hey, you know what? The thing about you know how it is with me. It's like, yo, I dead ass forgot about this until we started talking about it because of the Supreme clientele. I even gave Jimmy my CD. You know what I'm saying? Because it had an autograph in it for him, so I gave him the CD. We hung around here each other all the time, so if I wanted to hear it,
right,
I could listen to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, whatever.
Shout out to
Jimmy.
that was salute them.
Salute to Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang forever. Wu-Tang forever. Okay. So pardon the interlude.
My bad. Let's go back to the question that RZA should have played Triumph. My bad. Got it.
He played in the overtime.
In the overtime. Fuck. That's 20.
That's one reason why. We'll let it play out. All right. So let's get back to it. What record we on? Okay. So Buck 50. I said it to say this. Buck 50 was one of the records when it was playing in stores. Like that's one that kept catching my ear because I rock